Hey friends, Benjamin here from Lean Strong Fitness and Wellness. Today I've got 2 tips for you for those who are either looking to improve their sleep routine and need a place to get started because you've had some restless nights, or those who are already doing a really good job with it and are looking to level it up. So the first tip comes from one of our amazing coaches, Coach Pam, and it's around setting non-negotiables when it comes to your bedroom. And in her loving words, as those of you who know her can imagine, she was very clear. Bedroom is for 2 things: sleep and sex. And I love this idea for obvious reasons, as many of you do too. But it ties into the piece around our bedroom sometimes, especially with the ease of Netflix on our phone and our iPad and our computer. Like, it's so easy to just fall asleep at night when you're staying up maybe late, way too late, and having, just one more episode of that favorite show that you're trying to binge. And if you can set up some non-negotiables around your bedroom and your sleep routine, it makes it far easier to get to sleep on a regular basis, because our bodies don't do really well with like staying up late one night, then going to bed early the next night, and then having this other thing and then that other thing. Our bodies are really good at maintaining a regular circadian rhythm, and that means going to bed at the same time and waking up at the same time. So the first step is deciding what are the non-negotiables when it comes to your bedroom. This is actually something my wife mentioned the other day too, because we fell into the not so great habit of like, let's watch a show or a movie together in bed on our laptop before we go to sleep. And it was her the other day who was like, screw this, we're staying up too late, no more laptops in the bedroom. And I'm like, great, that sounds good. So tip number 1 is decide what are your non-negotiables. And I'd highly recommend having like a no screens in the bedroom thing. Don't plug your phone in beside your nightstand. Definitely don't watch shows on your laptop or computer. If you got a TV in your bedroom, you may want to consider not having it in there anymore, or at least having it turn off at a consistent time. But again, determine the non-negotiables for you based on where you need to start. The second tip here is for those of you who are like me and struggle to have a regular sleep routine, because sometimes I had to work later or I had to wake up earlier, and it ends up just being like, I fell into the habit of I'll wake up depending on what I have the next day, because sometimes my work schedule can be erratic being self-employed. And there's 2 ways that you can approach this one. The first one is either have a consistent bedtime routine no matter what. So it's like I'm always in bed, lights out at 10:30 as an example. The other one is for those of you who like to suffer a little bit more, but it tends to be a little bit more effective, is regardless of what time you go to bed, set a consistent wake up time. Because if you stay up till midnight, but you're still going to wake up at 6:30 a.m. no matter what, it doesn't take too long before you're just like, I'm real tired of being sleepy, I'm going to go to bed early. So I know those are obvious tips, but these are the things that we see most consistently with members when it comes to setting that foundation for sleep. And as you already know, sleep is one of the most important elements when it comes to setting up a health and fitness routine. So again, tip number 1, decide what your non-negotiables are. According to Coach Pam, your bedroom's for sleep and sex and nothing else, so consider that. And tip number 2 is set a consistent bedtime and wake up time, which you can approach from either when am I going to go to bed, which can be tougher because it's easy to binge watch that show or do that thing. And if you're like me and it's faster for you to just suffer, set a consistent wake time that you're going to wake up no matter what. The alarm goes off, the feet hit the floor, regardless how tired you are. It only takes a couple days before you go to bed on time. Let me know what works best for you. Talk soon.